Hello, and welcome to FeyFinders, a Dungeons & Dragons podcast navigating listeners into the vague and supernatural. My name is Tanner, and I will be your Dungeon Master for this home game one-shot, Oops All. And with me is the auspicious Ashley.
Oh, I like that word. Hi!
The joyous Jupiter.
Hello.
The clever Kai.
Hi.
And the tantalizing Trinity.
Hey, are you CPR? Because you took my breath away.
Trinity,
Wow.
stop it. Trinity,
Nice
why
intro.
do you
Wait,
Christ.
is this a normal occurrence?
Yes, she's been doing this. No. She breaks it up in season 4. She does the first part, and then she brings it to the next episode.
No,
Just
what?
pickup lines?
Yes.
No, because I
Amazing.
had to do a soft launch of them because I was like, I decided by the second episode that I was doing pickup lines. So I was like, I have to do like a soft launch of pickup lines. So I think I said like, hey, are you having a good night? You are now. And everybody yelled at me because they wanted a pickup line. And then everybody yelled at me when I did do a real pickup line. So I can't win.
Bad.
I can't win.
Well, I liked it.
Thank you.
No, don't encourage
Thank
her.
you.
Okay, continue.
Now, let's start this adventure. For this game of Oops All of our players will be playing as human wizards. We won't get into their descriptions and introductions quite yet. We'll dive right into the story and make sure there's a moment for all of them to fully introduce themselves. We begin in a small village called Ralston. One of those places you wouldn't really visit, a place you just spend a night during your travel to someplace greater. We focus in on a small rundown tavern that has obviously seen better days. The tavern has a few patrons, mostly town folks, then a handful of travelers who couldn't afford to stop by any place nicer. Speaking of a handful of travelers, we will go around and let our players introduce their characters, what they're doing in the tavern, and I think we'll begin with Kai.
All right. Hey, everyone. So, I am Bart. Bart Smith.
Stop it. Stop it. No, you're not.
I am
No,
indeed
you're not.
Bart Smith. I'm a very normal person. A regular human being. Apart from the fact that I can also cast spells because I am a wizard. So, exceptional in that way. But other than that, a very regular human.
What's your main spell, Bart?
Well, I love to cast invisibility and Cloud of Daggers.
That's wrong. For reference, Bart is an NPC in Kai and I's Eberron campaign.
It's just such a good name.
It is.
trying to figure out why you were so upset there for a second.
As soon as I heard Bart, I was like, you son of a bitch.
So anyway, Bart is sitting in the corner of the tavern with a nice big mug of ale. And he has this big handkerchief over his face because of his bulbous nose that is very human and normal that he just is very self-conscious about. So he keeps a little handkerchief over it and then occasionally like flicks up the handkerchief and takes a sip of the ale and then flicks it back down before you can see anything.
All right. Now let's go ahead and go over to Jupiter to introduce your character.
Well, hello. I am Shay. Shay's just been really traveling. Got a lot longer to go. In this tavern, getting a nice thing of ale. Definitely very, very human looking. Has her hood up though. Is really trying to conceal herself. She's got a book that she's reading as she drinks the ale, and if you could see her face, she looked a little confused. And you might notice that looks like she's wearing green gloves as she's flipping through this book, just trying to keep to herself over in the corner.
All right. Trinity.
Hello, loves. I'm Scotty Pip. I'm probably standing at the bar, something like that. You'd notice the first thing about Scotty is he's wearing pretty tall shoes, but they blend into his legs pretty well. He's on the shorter side, but that's fine. There's nothing wrong with being a little bit shorter. There's nothing wrong with that. He's wearing a long blue coat that he's turned the collar up of, and I think while he's standing at the bar, he's currently going through a pouch of rocks and throwing them on the ground.
All right. And last but not least, Ashley.
Hi!
Oh, please.
I gotta learn how to make this lower so it's not screaming into the microphone. My name is Ima. You see this?
I'm gonna not do the voice during the internet.
Oh my god.
You see, this human, definitely a human, twiddling their ring, and they have a really bad allergy condition right now, where their face is all really red and really scaly. It's probably from like a rash, you know, and like a really big long nose, you know, but you can't tell, you know. It's just, you know, it's a human.
Mm-hmm.
And very tall. I'm very, very, very tall. I'm like 10 feet, 11 feet tall.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
That's a very
That's a very
height for
regular
humans.
human.
Yes.
I have like, what is it? Like gigantism? Whatever it is.
Of course. Along with your
and-
allergies.
My allergies.
Really rough.
Yeah, I'm like, it's been, the eczema. It's just been bad. And
Wow.
I have a really big trench coat on. And you like little red shoes. I have really tiny feet.
How do you stand up like that?
So, you know, and then I have like a wizard's hat on.
Of course you do.
Of course.
And I'm at
because
the
you're a
bar.
wizard.
And I go up to the barkeep and I'm like,
Hi! Can
Hello.
I have a human drink?
Are you sure you're old enough?
Excuse me.
I don't know. I've just seen a lot of kids they sit on each other's shoulders. They come into the bar.
You can check me for my age and my race.
I don't get paid enough. Puts a ale on the counter.
Ooh, lovely.
glug, 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 and then I take a couple sips and I put it in my drink.
Very normal human behavior.
Yes, and I'm gonna go find some humans to sit with.
All right.
I see, you know, I see this guy named Bart.
Okay.
I don't know his name is Bart yet, but I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna go,
Hello, fellow human. Can you tell me about human things?
Bart freezes up for a second, and then looks over and goes, just thinks, right, this is what humans are like. Well, how's the weather?
Weather's good.
Yeah, nope, that's for sure. I, as a human, am very accustomed to making small talk with other humans, so...
Yes, me too, as a human. When is your mother's birthday?
Oh, well, my mother's birthday was actually yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you call your mother to say happy birthday?
Yeah, no, I made her a magic item with my wizarding abilities.
Oh, you're a wizard. I am a wizard too.
Really?
Yes. Don't you see my wizard hat?
Right, I should have guessed. What's your favorite spell book?
My favorite spell book is your favorite spell book.
Oh, right. Yes. Well, I am a really big fan of Eleonora's enchanting book.
Me too.
That's good. I'm glad we agree on that.
Okay. I'm gonna transition us from there. Before anything worse happens. I'll go over to, since Ashley's character went to talk to Kai's, Jupiter, Trinity, anything you guys wanna do? Or
Can
no?
I hear this? Can I hear this conversation?
Most likely.
Probably. Shove all of my rocks back into my bag and you just stick it into one of the many pockets in my coat, probably. Loves, I heard you were talking about human things. I'd like to know
Oh.
a thing or two about those.
Really? You'd like to know things about humans?
Yeah, well, I myself being a human, obviously, if you look at me, clearly don't do it though. I know much about human things. I just love conversing about them with other humans, which you
Right.
two seem like you are. So obviously this seems like a normal interaction that two people would have. Right?
Indeed. A very normal thing. Well,
Yes.
I am Bart. Good to meet you.
Scotty
Bart
Pip.
Smith.
Scotty?
Scotty what? Sorry?
Scotty Pip?
Scotty Pip. All right.
Yes.
Well, nice to meet you, Scotty Pip, my fellow human.
And you, my friend with the small feet.
I'm human.
Your name's Human?
I'm a. My name is I'm a human.
I'm a human. That's a human name if ever I've heard one, and I've
No,
definitely...
my name is just Ima.
Well, that's also a human name, if ever I've heard one, because I have heard one before.
Also, I'm not sitting.
Oh, Irma, you're quite tall for a human.
Yes.
I'm feeling kind of intimidated by your large stature. Would you like to take a seat?
Oh, I've been sitting all day. Gotta stretch these legs.
I think I should mention that even with the heels, Scotty's only like just 4 foot. So it is like a full look straight up looking at Ima. That's why I noticed the shoes.
Very regular human things.
Very regular humans indeed. Jupiter, are you joining their conversation or?
Okay, yeah. So Shay was kind of sitting nearby and, looks over and like, you know, you're very tall and you're a little small to be a human, aren't you?
You got a problem with small humans, love?
Yeah, that's kind of rude, I'd say.
There's
I
no
feel like-
need to mention someone's height when you first meet them. I don't even know your name. It's kind of...
Right. Shay starts to panic, realizing that she, like, has no idea how to interact with other people, really. Right. So sorry. I'm so sorry. I've just been alone on the road for so long. I apologize.
Apology.
yeah.
Yeah, you should.
Apology accepted. Just leave heights out of it. That's
Oh,
just...
And also just, like, other noticeable features like large noses, and
Oddly
shape of
specific,
feet.
but I agree.
Well, that's just an example. Not like it. Not saying that that's like a specific thing that I am worried about, but it is an example
Eileen.
for
right.
a thing
Right,
Large-
of
that you should not talk
course.
about.
You know, large noses, heights, small feet that are bright red, the fact that they won't sit down, the fact that they're wearing...
Hey, these are shoes.
really high.
Designer.
You know, perhaps odd
Bet
skin
they are.
tones.
Hey, I just have a really bad rash. I fell into poison ivy.
Dear.
It was a bad time. Pity me. Let's not talk about it anymore.
I'm so sorry for what you've been through.
Thank you, you
It's
should.
unfortunate.
It is so hard to keep a straight face.
You just don't
Luckily,
try.
this is a podcast.
Yeah, you just don't try.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Okay. So as you all are standing / sitting / conversing, a bruised and battered shopkeep stumbles into the tavern and says, "Hey, can I get something to drink? That dang cultist strolled through and looted my shop again." They complain like as they take a seat at the bar. The barkeep just puts out a random ale, like, and then kind of announces out to the whole tavern, "If there's any adventurers in here who can deal with this nuisance, I'll give you a couple gold and some free drinks. Just come talk to me and I'll let you know where they're holed up."
You're gonna see Ima like oddly lean to one side and straighten and go,
I will. Me. I'm
Bart looks over and goes, I will gladly join this adventuring party, as a regular human would.
Scotty looks up and goes, "Love, if you make it a bag of rocks, I'll do it."
I lean over to Shay. Do humans eat rocks usually?
Well, being a human, I would say sometimes.
Lovey,
yeah,
Lovey,
sometimes.
I'm not looking to eat them. That's not what I'm doing with them.
Oh,
They're for my,
what are you doing with him then?
they're for my girlfriend.
Ah.
I'm trying to
Love.
propose.
Ah.
She likes rocks, but she only likes really special rocks. So I'm trying to find the specialist rock I can. So she'll date me, a human wizard, whom she primarily dates. So, marry me. Actually, no, she's already dating me, but marry me, a human wizard.
Of course, a very common human dating thing that
Yes.
they do.
Mm-hmm.
Giving rocks.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, hey, Methelsda, what would it take for me to get you, And she was like, Scotty, a rock. Find me the best damn rock you've ever seen. And then she left immediately out the door, and there was a man waiting on a horse outside the door that she hopped up on immediately, and she yelled through the door again, Scotty, the best rock you can find.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So you're still searching then?
Yep. It's been about 18 years, but that's all right.
Do you
18 years.
Mm-hmm.
do you want my rock?
Do you have a rock? What's it look like?
I have a rock.
Lovely, the way you're
I'd be like-
saying it makes me not want the rock, but I really, really need the rock. So,
Give me 1 sec.
Oh, God.
It's just in my pocket.
And I'm gonna reach, like, in between the coat at one of the button points.
Please let it be a real rock.
You're
Please let it
gonna
be a
hear-
real rock.
You're gonna hear,
Oh no.
Oh no.
and I'm gonna pull out a really slimy saliva rock.
Lovey, I don't mean to pry, but where are you keeping that thing? In that trench coat? Specifically, I need exact details and locations.
In a leather bag.
Right. You know what? You
Take
can
it or leave it.
you can keep it. I'm gonna leave it. That seems like it's really precious to you. And I really appreciate the help. But I've waited 18 years. What's 18 more? Yeah. No.
Wow, 18 years.
Yes.
That's a regular time to be waiting for marriage for humans.
Well, I mean, I've been looking at a lot of rocks in 18 years. It's not like I was twiddling my thumbs, just staring at one rock. But just kind of meandering around. There's a lot of rocks in the world, all right, and I have to find the best one. So obviously, I need to look at every single one. And that one specifically, I don't think is it. But I do appreciate the help, and you can put it back where it came from.
I'll put my hand back in the coat and you hear a...
Clearly, it's
a
just
very-
casting a spell.
Yes, very
To
interesting.
disguise the rock.
And
I'm putting it back in the bag.
obviously.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, Bart's gonna go walk up to the tavern keeper.
Oh, right.
Right. So,
Right in the middle of something
where are these cultists?
Alright, so on the road leading out of town, when you get to the tree that's like split down the middle, turn left until you find a cave. And it'll just be over there somewhere.
All right.
That was a pretty
wait,
clear
how do you
instruction.
know this?
Because like we followed them, but there's have you seen the guards here? They're all fat and lazy.
Ah, of course.
I'm tall and fit.
You
Yes,
seem
you
like
clearly
you're doing a
never
great
skipped leg
job.
day.
Huh?
But yes, I'll give you all free drinks, gold, a bag of rocks, I guess.
Scotty snaps his
Like
fingers.
specific rocks or
The best you can find, love. The
okay,
best
the best.
you can find. The best. Hey, look me in the eyes.
Yep.
The best that you can find. I don't
Okay.
want rocks. I don't want rocks from out back. I've already looked. Those ones ain't
Okay.
good.
Okay.
The best.
All right. While you all are dealing with that, I'll go look for rocks then.
Bless your heart.
Shay,
Yes.
would you like to hold hands while we walk?
Sure.
You're gonna see, like, the indent of something traveling down the the sleeve of the coat, and a hand that's so stiff, and a glove pops out.
Shay.
Oh my god!
I need to figure this out because Shay's about 5'10", and how tall were you again?
I'm like, I need to double check. Hold on.
'Cause it might
no, I'm
just-
not 11 feet. I'm 9 feet.
Okay, so Shay still probably looks like a child. Reaching up to hold this hand a little bit because she has to like reach above her head.
It reminds me so much of me and Bethesda. It's beautiful.
Oh, is she also very tall?
No, because we are both humans, and
Right.
we are the same height as humans averagely are. Clearly, as all of us sitting here. Forget I said anything. You know, forget it. Forget about it.
Of course.
I'm the same height as her, obviously.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Right.
obviously.
Just
So
like
these
human friends
cultists, you know?
Cultist, yeah, we
just,
should go.
just one.
A cultist! That's
Yeah.
not really how that works, my friend. Just one? There's a cult of one? And you
Uh,
guys couldn't handle it yourselves?
well,
That's
Yeah, that is a little.
That's besides the point. Sorry, that was a little bit rude. You seem very capable of finding rocks. We seem very capable of removing
Casting
cultists.
spells.
Casting spells! That's so
to remove
correct.
the cultists.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, the cultist also casts spells, so
Oh.
Oh well, you know.
So
Is,
Watch
is
out
the
for that.
cultist a wizard?
probably.
Oh.
Yeah. Is he a human?
A human?
I believe so.
Oh god.
Could you describe for me? Does he wear like robes or something?
Yeah, really long, like red robes with like silver sashes. Some weird jewelry. I don't really know what other details you need.
Well, you know, if one wizard versus 4 wizards, we should be fine.
Yeah, we can all just like counter his spells, right?
Yes.
Exactly. So many counterspells.
A counterspell all day long.
In fact, I bet you there's so many of us here who can do counter spells that I won't even have to counterspell, which I can do.
Right, of course, of course.
All right, if I'm going to go tend to the other patrons. Just let me know when you've dealt with the cultist.
And the rocks. Don't forget about the rocks.
Yes, I'll find some rocks.
Thanks.
Wonderful. All right, let's set out on our human quest.
Let's head out.
All right.
We're trekking.
Shay's having a bit of a hard time walking as she like reaches up to hold the hand.
Well, I'm reaching down. Don't worry.
okay.
I have a very skinny, long arm.
So Ashley, how does Ima do with doorways that are not 9 feet?
Because it's just me,
Mm-hmm.
lean at an abnormal angle.
Mm-hmm.
Like sideways or just like forwards and backwards? Like you
I
like
like
limbo.
grab.
Do you limbo?
What I do is I grab the top of the doorway and I lean under and I hold on while I'm going through to, make sure I don't bonk my head.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh.
Okay. So you all head out of the tavern, and are you guys heading to the tree that the bartender mentioned?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
So yeah, you guys will walk down the road for just a couple minutes, and then you'll see a tree that looks like someone just came through with an axe, smacked it once, and then gave up and just left. Like there's just a split in the middle, and then they decided that they couldn't be bothered.
When he said like a split tree, I was expecting something a lot more dramatic than like a single axe chop.
Like looking like a lightning bolt or something.
Yeah.
It's not like a big old
tree.
tree. It's just like a smaller tree, and it's just just split enough that you can tell that it got split.
Right.
So you think
All right, so
this is it? This is where we...
yeah, you said there was a cave around here somewhere. Do we see any caves?
He said to turn left and go until you see a cave.
I make a sharp left turn.
It's just
Shay stumbles
Sarah.
behind.
Yeah, I'll follow them.
Okay. So yeah, it's very uneventful. Like walking towards wherever this cave is. Like you turn left at the tree, you go through the forest. Ashley, your character might hit a few tree branches along the way, just because of the height thing.
Are you okay up there?
Everything's fine.
Okay.
Are the sounds only coming from the top of you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, like Ashley's character's getting hit on the head. So
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. So eventually you all will reach a mouth of a cave where you all can see that it has been boarded, like shut with planks of wood, and that there is a wooden door just placed in the center of all these boards. And there's a large circle that is orange in color that has been painted onto the front of this door, which looks magical in nature. Which, since all of you are human wizards, you would definitely know that this is some sort of glyph.
Of course.
Of course. Well, which one of us wizards would like to identify what magical effects this has?
I could.
All right, go for it.
I will take out my wand.
And it's this really big.
Mm-hmm.
It's this really, really big wand that's got these, like, you know, kind of like metal decorative spots at the end of it, of like these, like, you know, like U-shaped metal. It's just decorative. And we're like,
I'm going to identify with the tap of my wand.
I'm gonna use my great axe to break down the wood.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll against the door.
I will make a spell roll against the door.
As you identify it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
we
this
all
is so-
clearly know how identify works, so this is clearly how it works.
Of course.
That's a math. It's high. Let me just math it. 23.
Okay, 23 to hit. Go ahead and roll damage and treat it as a crit, so double dice.
You obviously have to open up the door to be able to identify it properly. This is what's happening.
Yes.
Clearly.
Well, I mean, we all know how this clearly is supposed to work, so this is a regular Tuesday for the rest of us, obviously.
This is 20 spell magical hits.
Okay. You deal 20 damage to the wooden door, breaking it down, and then the glyph goes off. And all that happens is a blast of smoke. Like, just a large sound as if, like, gunpowder got lit. And then a blast of smoke in the air, but nothing damaging to you.
Interesting.
I've identified and counteracted the problem.
Of course, that's why no one was injured.
Yes.
Yes.
Incredible work.
Thank you.
Would you say that this blast of smoke would have been enough to blow off a hood?
Yes, I would say so.
Okay. So Shay's hood flies off, and she is very clearly green. And she, like, panics and grabs the hood and, like, drags it back up over her head.
Shay,
I'm
Lovey,
gonna-
your skin looks a little bit not that good.
Yeah,
So-
I've, you know, it just spell gone wrong, and been trying to fix it, and I haven't figured it out yet.
Course.
Of course, you were turned into a newt, but you got better.
Yes, and then just, you know, the skin kind of stuck around. You know, I'm not a newt anymore.
I see. Very normal occurrence for us wizards.
Yes.
I like eating newts whole.
Oh.
Also
Oh.
something normal for human wizards. We all eat newts, right? Yes?
Clearly.
Yeah.
Right
Obviously.
down
Yes.
the gullet.
I do. Every day, actually.
I minor illusion a newt and eat it. Obviously. This is what
I-
we do.
Look so concerned and go, do you have any more of those that I could eat?
No, sorry,
Because I
Lovey.
really want to eat them.
That was my last one, actually. I minor
thank
illusion.
God.
I minor illusion another one and eat it.
Oh,
That was my
Alright,
last one.
then.
Sorry, there was one wriggling around in my pocket. That was my last one.
Bart,
yes?
Bart,
Yes?
Would you
Oh God.
would you like my leftovers?
Of
that's so
course.
lucky.
I would love it.
I'm gonna stick my hand into my coat.
Please. Oh please. No.
Oh no.
I'll pull out like a mangle of bone and some leftover meat on it, and it's all slimy.
I walk over and I grab it. And I would like to try to sleight of hand and pretend that I'm eating it under my little handkerchief and throw it behind me.
Okay, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Alright.
And this will be against everyone's passive perceptions.
Alright.
My pee-pee.
Yes, against your.
I just rolled with advantage for no reason. I will reroll. That's a 5, but plus 13, so 18.
So 18.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a passive perception?
I got a
that high?
16. Yeah, my PP is 16.
Mine
Okay.
is 10.
Okay.
Hold on. I don't actually know what mine is. Give me 2
10 plus your
seconds.
modifier.
Mine is 13.
13. Okay.
Hell yeah.
So Kai, you roll high enough. You're able to pretend to eat the thing.
I go, that was really good. Thank you very much for
Yeah.
your extras, for your leftovers.
You're welcome.
My favorite human meal. My human dessert.
Clearly. So these cultists, right? Cultist. It's a singular.
Yeah,
I
but-
remember that.
The other
Magic.
human wizard.
The other human wizard. This is shocking. This is wild. I never would have guessed that we all do the same exact thing.
What are the chances? Seems
Zero,
like a real,
actually. They're probably
seems
zero.
seems like a real oops all situation.
Yeah, it's wild.
If I could whistle, I'd do that Leonardo DiCaprio meme, but I can't.
So
March on.
Before we all go in, I cast seeming on us, which is basically a group minor illusion to make us all look
Okay.
like the cultists.
okay.
Oh, wow. You cast a spell. That's very normal, and
That's-
I'm used to
yep.
that.
That's what I do. Oh, and my wand is a little tiny metal rod that also comes with a metal triangle that I hold in my other hand very low.
A normal wand for a wizard.
Clearly.
Yet-
Clearly.
Yes.
I like your triangle bracelet.
That's exactly what it is. How'd you know that?
Can I have it?
I put it like halfway up my arm. I put it on my shoulder. It goes up that far.
Can I look at it?
Of course. Why would I say no? I
Can
trust.
I have it?
You can't have it,
Oh.
but you can look at it with your eyes.
No, I don't want it anymore.
Fine. I don't want you to have it. I put it back up my arm. I minor illusion a second one and give it to Ima. But you can have this one, I guess.
Ah, I can't. Where's it going? Every time I touch it, it disappears.
Magic.
Oh, you got me.
Hey.
I knew it all along.
Yeah,
Yeah, we knew it because we're wizards.
all of us.
You just saw me counterspell.
Is that what that was? You crazy
Yes.
big guy.
It's a beautiful counterspell. Beautiful counterspell.
I particularly admired the technique. It was very
Almost-
techniqueful.
almost-
You gotta get the right movement of the wand.
It's like, it was so techniqueful, you almost couldn't tell that it was happening. Like, it wasn't even happening at all.
Yeah,
it.
exactly. The
Beautiful.
subtlety was inspiring.
Stunning.
Let's go kill cultists.
Yeah.
Singular.
Singular.
I'm gonna cast blur on myself by I take out a little cloak from my pack and put it around me, and I go, "This is just a regular cloak, guys." And then my form just starts shifting around. I'm like, "Yeah, I just cast blur,
Okay.
so I'm ready for anything."
So you guys head into the cave.
Into the
Yes.
cave.
So, as you head into the cave, It is very simple in nature. Right as you walk past the wooden door, you find a scorched barrel that was just behind the door for some reason. That seems to have blown up when the counterspell happened. Completely normal. What you would always expect to find behind a wooden door. Like, that's just what people do. It's a very large doorstop, you know?
Yes.
Regular human thing.
Your counterspell was so strong and powerful because of you as a human wizard that it destroyed this barrel as well. That's shocking.
I know, I'm pretty cool.
I didn't even know counterspell did that.
Do you know anything shocking, Bart? Anything shocking at all? Could you grasp anything shocking?
Of course. I grasp many shocking things. In fact, I have a pretty cool spell that is called Lightning Hand. That I use sometimes.
Who taught you it? You think you're pretty cool?
Not referencing other campaigns.
Yeah, actually, this is Voyage all over again.
Literally.
Actually, this is Voyage all over again.
No.
Criminal.
No, here's the thing. I taught Bart. Bart is the only person I was able to convince that Shock and Grasp was the best spell.
Why do you think...
adore him.
Oh
You
my
mean
God.
Lightning Hand.
Lightning Hand, whatever.
That all wizards know.
I also know that spell, obviously.
Let's keep going.
Yeah. Do we see any evidence of cultists in here? Or cultist?
So right as you get through the door, you don't yet see any evidence of a cultist. You do see that lanterns are hanging from the stone ceiling, and they are all lit, so someone has obviously been through here recently. And they are just simple, like, lanterns that you would find in some, like, mine shafts that help provide light. However, they've been painted solid blue in an attempt to make them look more arcane and magical.
Those are some pretty magical fires there, hey?
Yes.
I know magic fire. When I see it.
You should cast Identify again to see how magical they are.
I didn't use Identify. I did Counterspell.
You used Identify and then Counterspell. That's what we told you, to identify the door. And
Of course.
I'll swing at it.
Okay, roll to hit.
Punch and fire now.
Exact same thing, it's 23.
Okay, so you hit it. You knock this lantern down. It lands on the ground, shatters, and as this is an oil lantern, the ground in front of you is now on fire.
Oh no. That's not good.
what did you identify it as?
It's fire.
Wow, like a fireball? It's like a trap. They set off a trap that is
It was a trap.
to light the floor on fire.
I'm gonna start running in circles.
Maybe another wizard here could show off that they can do wizard things instead of just me.
Yes, of course. I walk up and, of course, you can stamp out an oil fire with your foot. Magic! As I try to stamp it out.
You begin trying to stamp out the fire.
Does it work?
It shouldn't.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
It's a 14.
Okay. You take 6 points of fire damage
Oh shit!
as the bottom of your pants starts to catch on fire.
Oh dear, fire! This is magical fire. This is very powerful magical fire that is killing me. Ouch!
Can I Can I pick up? No! What's your character's name?
Scotty.
Can I pick up Scotty Pip by the scruff of their neck and bang them around and try and not only get the fire off of them, like, you know, like a blanket where you like whack a fire with a blanket.
You can roll athletics and try, and Scotty, if you want to avoid it, you can make an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Sure, why not?
So that 20?
Oh no! Mine doesn't beat a nat 20 for sure.
-1 for a 19?
Mine's, oh wait, never mind. Mine is a unnatural 20.
Okay.
Just barely.
So with difficulty, you are able to pick up Scotty. And
Lovey.
start swinging Scotty
Come
around.
here.
Whoa!
Boom, 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 boom.
Just dozens of rocks come falling out of his coat.
I gotta get the fire out. The fire.
So you're
bad.
smacking Scotty against the ground where the fire is.
Like putting out a fire.
Okay.
Good. Spellcasting. You got this.
I've
Randy,
never
go
seen...
ahead and make another Constitution saving throw.
I'm shocked. Well, fuck. That's 7.
Okay.
Ashley's gonna kill me.
You take 24 points of fire damage.
Jesus Christ. Just
Oh my
fire?
God.
Any bludgeoning for being thrown at the floor?
I mixed the fire and the bludgeoning together.
Okay.
I didn't feel like rolling separately, so I just...
That's fair.
It technically would have been like 8 points of bludgeoning, and the rest would have been fire, but...
Close enough.
Wow. If any of these wizards, I mean, it's crazy, it wouldn't exist, have any sort of healing spells, it would be greatly appreciated.
Is the fire still going or is it out?
I think I put it out, didn't I?
With bashing a body?
Uh,
Yeah.
I don't believe you can stamp out an oil fire. No. You have to neutralize it with something or let it burn out.
Can
Which
I?
I'll
Can
say,
I?
but... Okay, yeah.
I was gonna say, can I try to cast like Mage Hand and smother it?
I'm just going to say, like, as Ima is bashing Scotty against the fire, all the oil does burn up. So that way you guys aren't just stuck here.
Wow.
Be like, well, guys, this was quite the adventure. Obviously, we are not getting any further.
Wow.
That was a powerful spell to just put out a fire like that.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Well, I had the help of my fellow wizard, Smitty Pop, Pip, Smitty Pip, Snotty Poop.
Scotty? My name is Scotty?
Scotty Pip.
Yep. It was great. I've never seen someone use another person as an arcane focus before. It was wild.
I'm the first. I invented it.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm a really good wizard.
I'm
Surely
in
the
pain.
most techniqueful wizard I've ever seen.
It's all in the flick of the wrist, baby.
There was a wrist flick there, I can attest.
There was many wrist flicks, apparently.
This is so stupid.
So how do you guys act when you get to the second lantern?
Why don't we just
I-
leave the
Keep going,
lanterns
keep
alone from
going.
now on?
Yeah, I will not cast Identify on that.
Yes, yeah, I don't think we need to
Personally.
identify anything else.
Do you need me to put out all of these?
No.
No.
It's fine.
No.
Please just don't touch anything.
No. I think the fires are fine now. They learned
They're
their lesson
clearly-
the first time.
They're clearly magical traps that if you touch them, then they burn you.
Obviously,
And therefore we should not touch
Clearly.
them.
this cultist is obviously a very clever wizard.
He's very
Very.
Very smart indeed.
But we are obviously far more clever, so we're gonna have no problem. stopping him.
None whatsoever. Let's go find this
It won't be
cultist.
chaos at all.
No. I guess we continue down the hall.
Okay. So as you continue down the pathway, you eventually reach the end of the pathway where you find yourselves faced with a deep fissure in the ground. A chasm that spans almost 30 feet across. And to continue, you'll have to cross this somehow. So I hope all of you guys have prepared Misty Step today. Being wizards.
Yes, of course.
Otherwise, this might be a bit difficult.
Not Misty Step, but Loves. I grab Bert and I dimension door to the other side.
Okay.
Jesus. Oh my god.
Ima, you're
just
going to have to
teleported.
find a way to get over here, Loves.
Okay,
sucks.
Shay,
That was
would
so
you
fu-
like me to cast a spell and put you over there?
You know what? I might have something that can actually and I'm like flipping through the book that I have and I'm like, you know what? I think and I actually do cast Misty Step and get us across the chasm.
Oh!
Okay, so you
So it's
are
just-
able to get yourself across.
So
Ima, Love! You're gonna have to. You can't use me this time. You're gonna have to get over here. That's so unfortunate for you.
I have like nothing.
I believe in you. I just believed in myself and I teleported. It's crazy.
It's crazy. Bert did that all on his own. He brought me with him.
So
Yeah. Damn, that was wild.
is there like a stalactite or a stalagmite on the other side?
You can go ahead and roll perception.
Okay. That's. I should probably put my glasses back on. I was rubbing my eyes a lot. That's a 19. I'm rolling really well.
Okay. So with a 19 on your perception check, you'll actually notice that off to the side, along a wall, there is a very thin groove where it looks like you could shimmy your way across.
But there's no stalactite on the other side?
No.
Like I can't.
There is not.
Oh, I have a boomerang. I was gonna attach a rope to it.
Wait, I have 50 feet of rope. We can just grab the rope and toss
Yeah,
it
you
over.
can just throw a rope across.
No, you know what? Tanner has given me something. I see you.
You'd be a fool not to use it.
Of course, I'm gonna shimmy.
I don't want to waste my spells.
Of course.
Right,
We need to preserve our spell slots for the final encounter.
Of course.
Of course.
These
Go
cultists
ahead and
could
make an
be insane.
acrobatics check.
That's an 11.
Oh no.
That is enough.
Oh,
The DC was
Oh,
10.
Okay.
barely.
So you are able to shimmy across on this little ledge along the side, and you are able to get across to the other side.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Gotta keep up those gains.
Ima, it's so interesting how you can isolate almost 3 parts of yourself at once when you're shimmering. That looks so cool. Did you take belly dancing at wizarding school? Seems like
It was a hobby growing
Really?
up,
insane.
You know, you need those extracurriculars to get into wizard school.
I mean, it pays off. It looks so clear. Looks like there's 3 separate parts of you. It's insane.
That's the magic, baby.
Wizarding human magic.
Human wizards. Magnificent.
Is there anything on this side of the chasm?
This side of the chasm just continues the thin like hallway that you were on for a while. But you guys can see a light at the end of that hallway as if it opens up into a larger area.
Don't go towards the light. My cousin always told me after 3 days, if you see the light, that's it.
Oh.
Just 3 days period? Just a general 3 days? Or is there like 3 days of what?
3 days.
3
Well,
days. All right.
On the bright side, I've only known you for less than 1 day, so we're all safe.
Success.
Fantastic.
Should I go invisible and try to sneak up and see what is in that light if the cultist is there?
Ah, yes.
Absolutely.
So smart.
Wonderful.
Like a wizard.
I'm gonna cast invisibility. So, just kind
Smoke
of
bomb.
try to sneak against the wall a little bit.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
All right, let's go for this. All right, 18 plus 13. That is
That is big numbers.
31.
yeah, big.
It's a big boy number.
It's more than the fingers and toes I have. I can't count that high.
Perfect. I just flatten against the wall and just vanish into the shadows.
And you shimmy your way up to
Shay, did you
this.
see it?
Yeah. Do I see anything suspicious in the light when I get up there?
So as you look into the light, you can make out a large chamber where you can see supplies and treasure that has been stolen from the village. The chamber is decorated with a shrine that has a misshapen idol that looks like it's made out of clay and like twigs. Then there's like 2 banners on the sides, just completely conflicting. One is red and has one symbol, one's blue and has a completely different symbol. And sitting in the corner of the room, you see 3 figures, kind of just sitting around a table playing poker. There's a halfling, a kobold, and a gnome.
What?
And the gnome, the gnome just says, "You should have seen the look on that shopkeeper's face when I started chanting that gibberish. He was scared for his life, thinking I was going to curse him or something."
Oh my god.
My God.
I called it at the beginning.
They stole our
I put it in the
scam.
Chat.
Oh my goodness, I need to tell them. I shimmy my way back away. Guys, oh my god, this is insane.
Holy shit, where'd you come from?
I know, I just appeared out of the darkness. I banished my invisibility spell.
Impressive.
You know those, so, turns out, the cultist, I think it's actually three people in a trench coat who are
What?
pretending to be wizards.
The audacity.
That's crazy. Who would do that? I don't think anyone would. Are you sure? I don't think you saw the right thing.
I mean, why would anybody
It's-
pretend?
Well, I don't know that anyone would necessarily pretend to be a wizard or pretend to be a human for that matter. Like, I don't think that's a thing that people do.
No?
Nope.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
But instead of one cultist in there, I saw a halfling, a kobold, and a gnome. And the gnome was saying that he wasn't actually casting a spell. He was just chanting gibberish and scaring people with it.
Wait. So they don't have magic then?
So we'll clearly be able to defeat them easily with our magical abilities.
Yes.
Our magic.
Of course,
Yes.
We'll be
of
fine.
course.
Absolutely.
All right. So there's also a bunch of treasure in there and some banners and a weird-looking shrine. The banners don't really agree with each other. They kind of clash, and also they have different symbols. So I think they might be pretending to be cultists as well.
Gasp.
Everything about them is fake. I can't believe it.
Gasp!
The absolute just audacity to do that.
I don't.
It's terrible.
Pretend to be something you're not.
What kind of person would do that?
I don't know. Terrible, terrible people.
It's horrendous.
Bart shrugs awkwardly. He looks nervous.
She just kind of pulls her hood forward a little bit more.
I straighten up.
You bonk your head on the top of the cave.
Do we want to just like run in there and get them
Yeah.
with our spells?
Spells ablazing.
All the spells. Yes, of
Oh.
course.
All right. if you guys want, I have a spell prepared. A very powerful spell that makes someone really angry at me and only attack me. I can pick one of them and just, cast the spell that makes them angry.
Sounds good.
And then because I have this blur spell that I also cast definitely, with my wizarding abilities, you guys can focus on the other two.
I like that plan. I like it a lot.
Sounds like good plan.
Sounds good.
Ah!
Wait, are you screaming and running in? Oh no.
To be clear, I need everybody to remember we look like cultists. We still look like cultists.
Right, so we've got 3 cultists that are, or
4.
4 cultists that are screaming and running in. I chase after Ima.
So with that, I'll need you all to roll initiative.
And I pull out my wand, which looks suspiciously like a rapier.
Oh, I thought I got advantage.
I got a 28.
Okay.
Damn. 16.
10.
Uh,
I got
who had 16?
Jupiter.
Okay.
18.
18. Okay.
Jupiter, your dice do well.
Huh?
So Kai, you're obviously up first.
What? No way.
Actually, we're all going to reverse
bullshit.
initiative. No.
Reverse initiative order, crazy.
This is...
Okay. Well, I'm going to run in, and then point at the gnome and go, I know your secret. You're not actually a wizard, or a cultist, or a human. And I'm going to use my panache ability. So they
Okay.
have to make an insight check against my persuasion. I rolled kind of poorly on that, so it's only a 14.
They got a 17.
Damn it. Well, never mind. I see that they aren't getting as mad as I thought, and I go, oh shit! And I use my bonus action to cast invisibility again. Try to hide in the shadows.
Make a stealth check.
Alright. My god, I'm not using this die anymore.
Oh no.
That's... okay, it's still an 18.
Okay.
I go and hide in the shadows a little bit. And that's my turn, I guess.
Next up would be the halfling. However, they are surprised. So Trinity, it's your turn.
Surprised by 4 cultists running and screaming.
Yes.
Shocking.
Who would be surprised by that?
That's not a very surprising thing. I think Scotty starts running in, turns around and goes, Shay, I've got this really, really powerful spell. And I wink at her, and I run it again. It's a D10 of wizard inspiration.
Wizardly inspiration.
Wizardly
of course.
inspiration. It's a thing. It exists. I
Mhm.
said so.
Yep.
And then, I pull out a secondary pouch from my coat. This one does not have rocks in it. It appears empty, actually. And I pull out a very small, fuzzy object. You can use an action to pull a fuzzy object from the bag and throw it up to 20 feet. It transforms into a creature you determine by rolling a d8.
Huh.
I need a little friend. What do I get? Oh, I get a weasel.
Nice.
I want to.
You're
I want to
familiar.
try to throw the weasel onto the kobold,
Okay.
so that it lands on him.
I see you also carry around small animals in your...
Of course, what wizard doesn't?
Oh,
Actually, sorry, I was reading the wrong one. It's a rat, not a weasel.
okay.
Oh, even better.
Even better.
So you're trying to throw the rat at the kobold?
At the kobold.
Just make me a straight dex check.
Okay.
Oh my god, eat it. I want him to eat it so bad.
Leave me alone, Ashley. That's a 19.
A 19? Okay.
Yes.
Lands right on the kobold's snout and just kind of sits there.
I think. Oh, what is this an action? Oh yes, it is an action, and then that was bonus. Yes, and then I'll stay near the front of the cave. I'm still not doing too hot from being thrown around, so I'm not gonna get that close.
Great. Okay. Jupiter, you're up.
Real quick, did you say that you gave me inspiration?
Yes,
And what was it again?
it's a D10 of wizardly wisdom.
Oh, wizardly wisdom. Okay. Well, in that case, I am going to get out my book and turn a couple pages and hold out my hand and cast Eldritch Blast at the halfling.
A
Okay.
very normal wizard
A
spell.
very normal wizard spell.
Ah,
An
of course.
iconic wizard spell.
Yes, iconic. And I'm gonna go ahead and add that D10 now.
Okay.
So 17.
That hits.
Alright. For 12 points of damage.
Okay. And you should have another attack with it because of your level.
Then I'll just
You
go
should have-
ahead and just go ahead right after that one hits. I'll just go ahead and attack again
Okay.
for a dirty 20 to hit
Yep.
for 13 points of damage.
Okay. And does your wizard's Eldritch Blast have anything special on it? Or is it just a normal wizardly Eldritch Blast?
She just kind of speaks. Hold on 1 second. Hopefully, what languages I speak?
He's speaking of like demonic.
Or something. So she starts speaking in Infernal, and then the Eldritch Blast happens.
Amazing. A completely normal language for humans to speak.
Yes, yeah. Really, I just learned it in wizard school. They said it was a really great way to cast spells, and I just went with it.
Right, it's like Wingardium Leviosa and all that.
Multilingual.
Okay. Jupiter, is there anything else you're doing on your turn?
No, that is all.
Okay. Next up would be the gnome, but he is also surprised.
As he should,
Then would be the kobold, but he's surprised.
as he should be.
So Ashley, it's your turn.
Hi. I just want to really quickly ask, do I recognize the kobold?
Hmm. Make me a history check.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh my god, I got really good. I'm a 19.
You think about all the human years you spent among the kobolds.
All three of them.
No, you don't recognize this kobold.
Ah, damn. Well, I won't feel bad doing this.
I'm gonna go into I'm gonna cast a spell to enhance my ability.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The spell enhance ability?
I start screaming. I'm like, ah!
Yeah, that's the
Wonderful.
verbal component.
Yeah, that's my verbal let's see what happens. Oh, okay. So I need all the so I need the three of them to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay. I'll do the halfling first. That is a 16. The gnome got a 2. And the kobold got a 14.
Okay, I'm double checking to make sure because
You're
it's
checking.
not very clear on the.
Checking your spell save DC.
Yeah. So it's 9 plus. Yeah, mine's a 17.
So I believe all of them fail.
All of them fail, and they're all going to take. Where did I put it? Oh, wrong tab. So I need to roll a d12 because I lash out and use necrotic damage.
Yeah.
They're gonna take
wizard
9
stuff.
points of necrotic damage with my blast of magic.
Okay.
Oh, I
And
see.
I
You're a
get-
necromancer.
Yeah, and I get 11 temp HP.
Yes. Necromancy. You just wither to bloom them.
Yes, yes, I withered and bloomed them.
Perfect.
Wait, but that actually heals you.
Yeah, you got that. You got that temp HP instead because you were already.
Oh
Full
yeah,
up.
yeah,
Withered them and
flavored.
bloomed yourself.
Yeah.
Right, of course.
Rebloomed myself.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's my first spell.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That or no, wait. Actually, that's just my bonus spell.
Yeah, that's
I'm
your
now
bonus
gonna
spell.
I'm gonna make 2 spell attacks against the kobold.
Mm-hmm.
Spell attacks, of course.
Obviously.
Using your wand.
My wand, yes, of course. Will a 16 hit?
Yep.
Okay, I'll do the other one too. Oh no. Does a man, 25 hit?
Oh, definitely.
Okay. And I'm using both my hands, so let's see, what do we get?
Yeah, that two-handed casting action.
My two-handed casting action. So that's going to be 20 points of magical slashing damage with my magical wand.
Yep.
There can only be one!
Okay. So is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay. So we are back up to Kai.
Alright, I dispel my invisibility,
Mm-hmm.
and go, okay, well, clearly this gnome isn't self-conscious about not being a wizard, so I turn to the halfling, and I go, I know your secret. You're not a human wizard. And I'm gonna try that again. So he has to roll a insight check.
That's against the half.
Okay, there we go. That's a nat 20 plus 11. 31.
They got a 9.
Okay, so they fail. So, until one of you guys attacks the halfling or affects it with a spell, it has disadvantage on attacks against you guys, and it can't make opportunity attacks against you. And then I give him 2 middle fingers and cast invisibility again. As a bonus action.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Alright, that is 16 plus 13. So, a lot.
29. Okay.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Okay. So that's your turn?
Yeah.
So the halfling who you just magically taunted and then used your middle fingers as the somatic components of that spell.
Exactly.
They're furious and they charge from their poker table to where they last saw you. But since you made yourself invisible, they're going to have to spend a moment to look around for you. And they got a 2 on that. So so they just kind of stand there and they're like, "Come out wherever you are."
Invisibility.
Smoke bomb.
So this halfling's just kind of like running around looking for where you might be. And that will then be Trinity's turn.
If the rat acts on my turn, it can act like after I do something, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to cast, I'm gonna look at the kobold and be like, Lovey, it's not very nice to pretend to be someone you're not. And it's kind of dumb. And you're dumb. And I cast Vicious Mockery on him. Which is more just
Wow,
like
we're just bullying these guys.
Yeah, it's just disappointing. And he must make a wisdom save.
Dirty 20.
Well, shoot. It was close. But that passes. And then I want the rat to bite him on the nose.
Okay, make a attack roll with your rat.
No! 6 probably doesn't hit.
A 6 does not hit.
Damn it. My poor rat. He's doing his best.
The teeth just couldn't break through the scaly skin.
And then I'll look over at Shay again. Be like, Shay!
Yes?
Love! You're doing great! And I'll wink again.
That
For
is
another wizardly inspiration.
For another wizardly wisdom.
All right, Jupiter, it's your turn.
All right. Thank you, Scotty. Whatever that was. And then, I am gonna cast Witch Bolt. Speaking in Infernal again, at the gnome.
Okay.
Alright. That is gonna be a, oh god, math, 22 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Alright. Gonna have to do some math here for a second. For 28 points of lightning damage.
Oof. It's a hefty hit. So, anything else you're going to do?
Nope, that will be all.
Okay. So as you hit this gnome with the witch bolt, they get knocked back in their chair. Like their chair completely falls backwards. They roll onto the ground. They stand up and they're like, "Why'd you do that for?" And then they like reach into their bag and like start rifling around, and they pull something out and just like throw it.
Are they also throwing a rat?
No. They're just throwing like this little pouch that looks like kind of like a component pouch, like it would hold like materials for a spell. As they cause a wild magic surge.
Oh no.
Oh.
Vibes.
So, since they threw this pouch at you, the wild magic is centered around you.
Uh-oh.
You and creatures within 30 feet of you turn invisible for the next minute.
Oh.
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 Interesting.
So I'll say everyone except for Ima and the 3 cultists can turn invisible.
Hell yeah.
Or actually, no, the halfling would also turn invisible.
Oh.
Alright, because he's running over
Yeah.
looking for my invisible body.
Yes.
You're
Should
actually
we just turn invisible
we're just
They,
invisible.
they just turn invisible
for a minute?
for a minute. Or until a creature attacks or casts a spell.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
Cool.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it could have been much worse.
I'm not upset with that, yeah.
Yeah.
And this little gnome just like raises his hands in victory, assuming that he killed you all.
Can't see him.
And now it is the kobold's turn, who also starts casting the same spell that Ima did. Just starts yelling. However, no magic appears. Just enhancing their abilities.
Yeah, because he's not magic. He's not a wizard.
He's a liar.
Fake wizard.
Snake.
Sit on a throne of lies.
And
Unlike Ima.
I'm only but honest.
You said but.
Ima does a 16 hit.
I'm Ima. Right,
Yes.
right.
Yes, Ashley does a 16 hit your character.
No.
No?
No.
Okay. They rolled worse on the second hit, so they miss you as they swing around this giant wand that matches yours.
Is it just trying to take Ima out at the legs?
Yeah, they're aiming there, and then they just keep missing. The first one's like at the legs, and they just slash the illusion a little bit. Then the second one is like going up and misses the face entirely.
There's like a little hop.
My rat's holding on for dear life.
I think the rat sitting on the snout is what's causing the issue. Just
Nice.
it's a perception thing.
Tactical disadvantage.
Yeah.
This is I named him Fiona. So he's helping you. Yep.
All right, Ashley, it's your turn.
My turn. I'm gonna do my little magical surge thing again, so it's just the same thing. So I just need a Constitution saving throw.
Watch out for Fiona.
I'm not aiming for Fiona.
That's why I said watch out.
Of course, you're familiar.
I'm not going to have the halfling roll because it's specifically creatures you can see, and the halfling's invisible right now. The kobold.
So any of the ones I can see, yeah.
The kobold failed for sure, and the gnome got a 16, which I think your DC is a 17. You said.
Yes.
Okay, so they both fail.
Oh, they're both gonna take 10 points of the necrotic damage.
Okay.
I guess I get more HP as well.
Temp HP does not stack. It's whichever one is higher you keep.
Okay. Keep the 11.
Okay. So that was your bonus spell.
I'm sorry. I'm like, yeah, I did it. I'm so used to the one round of just like, yeah, I just do one thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me roll. I'm gonna hit the kobold. So that one's, I'm pretty sure, for a 26.
Definitely.
And an 18.
That hits.
Cool. Where are you?
I'm so sorry.
Cannot bring you here tonight. That's an 18 points of magical slashing damage.
Okay.
Wow. Thank you.
Yeah.
This kobold is starting to look a bit bloody.
Oh no.
So we return to the top of the initiative with Kai. You have truly turned invisible now. And this halfling who you goaded has also turned invisible.
I'm a bit baffled. Like, have I turned into an actual wizard? Earlier I teleported, now I've turned invisible? This is wild. But anyway, I yell at, so guys, I can either use my special charm spell on another one of these guys and just make it so we only have to focus on one of them, or I can just stab someone. I mean, cast Cloud of Daggers on someone. Any preference?
Do Cloud of Daggers, love. That one sounds fun and it sounds real wizardry.
Alright, here goes. I'm gonna toss a dagger at the
You can still aim at the halfling, just so you know. It's just disadvantage.
Yeah, I'd have disadvantage. I'm gonna go after the gnome.
Okay.
I have advantage because I'm invisible, right?
Yes, you have advantage because you are both hiding and you are invisible.
Nice. So I get double advantage, right? 4 dice?
That's how that works.
Sure, go for it. That's not how it actually works, but go for it.
Oh, hell yeah. 4 dice. Let's go. That's... Oh, I actually did roll a nat 20.
Nice.
Hey!
Okay, so then that would be... Hold on. This is going to be a lot of damage.
Double all of the dice.
Oh my
Yeah, with my
God.
cloud of daggers.
Yeah,
That
that's a lot of dice on Cloud of Daggers when you're hidden. Because
It is a
depends
single
when you're
dagger.
Yeah.
It's a single dagger, but I call it a cloud.
Yes.
It's cloud.
Okay, so let's see. That's 1d8 plus, or no, that'd be 2d8 plus 10d6.
Mhm. That's the cloud part.
I might just roll this online. This is so much, so many
shouldn't
dice.
it be D4s, not D8s?
Oh,
Or
it's
you
dagger,
throwing
right?
your
Yeah, sorry.
yeah.
Yeah,
Unless
yeah.
you're throwing
Not
your
throwing the rapier.
rapier-shaped wand.
Yeah. Here we go. Google. Okay, nope, that's plotting a function. Okay, that's the 10d6 part, and then, okay, 2d4 is 1 plus 1, that's 2, and then plus 41 is 43, and then plus 5. So 48 damage.
This was at the gnome?
Christ.
Yes.
How would you like this cloud of daggers to kill this gnome?
Does he still have any of that magic puff powder?
Yes. A whole
I'd
bag
like
full.
I'd like to throw the dagger right through the puff bag, through him, and then hopefully try to make a puff of that magic appear around him.
Go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
Hell yeah. That's gonna be an 8.
Perfect. Fireball is casted,
Oh no, I'm so sorry, guys.
but it's centered on the gnome.
Ooh, okay, is that far enough away we don't die?
That is far enough away, because the other thing was like a 30-foot radius, and this is only
Yes.
a 20-foot, so...
Bart is seriously reconsidering whether he is a wizard or not at this point.
So I'm going to say... Ashley, your character is in the radius, and the kobold is in the radius.
Okay.
So go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, it's cooked.
Please never say that again. That was the worst thing you've ever
Natural
said.
1.
A natural 1.
I got a natural 1.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh no.
So that would be 24 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Thank God.
Wait,
That's okay. That's only 13 points of damage.
wouldn't it be 12 for you?
Because I have the temp.
12. Oh, but don't you have... No, you don't. Never mind.
I have 11 temp.
No, I was thinking you had resistance to it, and you don't.
Nah.
Okay.
Why would a wizard have resistance to fire?
Yeah, why would I have a resistance?
Very powerful spell.
Magic.
Of course.
So... Is that the end of your turn, Kai? You still have a bonus action.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't think I had prepared fireball, but apparently I did. And then I'm gonna turn around, put middle fingers in the general direction of the invisible halfling again, and then try to invisibility myself.
Okay. Roll a stealth check.
9 plus 13, so 22.
Okay. You just hear a yelling sound come from where the halfling was. And then all of a sudden you hear like a crate get knocked over as they attempted to tackle where they thought you were at. And they instead just crashed into something behind you, and they are no longer invisible as they lay on the ground.
Amazing.
Trinity, it's your turn.
Just a quick question, because I don't know how this works. I have this dagger. It says it's a +1, but then I have just a regular dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Do I add the +1 to that dagger, or are they different? Feels stupid.
To any attacks made with the dagger that is a +1, you have +1 on the attack roll and +1 on the damage roll. If you have a regular dagger, that does not get a +1. If that's what you're
But
asking.
my regular daggers get +7. This is so sad. What the fuck?
Oh, well, no, it's a +1 on top of what your normal...
On top. Okay.
Yes. It's
Vibes.
an additional.
That's what I was like, I took this magical item, but it's actually like lamer than the things I just naturally
it's
have.
an
No, so
additional
it'll be a
one
plus
on
8
top.
now.
Plus 8.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
So good.
I'm learning. I'm learning.
Wizards don't know how to use daggers.
Yeah. What the?
Yeah.
I
This
pull.
is true.
I pull a dagger out of my coat and go, "Where'd this come from?" Throw it at the kobold,
Throw it at the kobold. Okay.
and it is my dagger of venom. So
Okay.
it is.
Yep.
I see you also know how to cast Cloud of Daggers.
I don't know. Lovey, I don't know where that came from. I don't want that in my coat. It must have one of these stones must have. That's so weird. Like, I don't know where that came from.
Oh, okay then.
It's insane. That's a. Thank God it's a plus 8, because that's a 13.
A 13 misses.
No!
Oh,
Depressing.
just throw the dagger off to the side a little bit.
Fiona's gonna try to fight the kobold again.
Okay.
Go
roll
for it,
attack.
Fiona, I
Queen.
believe in you.
Does a 15 hit?
15 meets it, beats it.
Cool. Fiona does 1 point of biting damage.
Perfect. How does Fiona want to do this?
Oh my god, you gotta
Fiona, do it.
Lovey, Fiona, you've got this! And I think she just she jumps off of his nose into his shirt, and then he just falls down dead. You don't see what she does.
Oh.
Underneath
Perfect.
The
Oh
shirt.
god.
Magic.
Yep. She's a magic rat, obviously. Love you, Fiona. Blessings.
Clearly a very powerful familiar that you have.
Obviously. You're right on that, and I wink at Bert.
I wink back invisibly.
I was gonna say I actually don't think I can see you.
You're not invisible anymore because you attacked.
Right, I wink back from in the
The
shadows. If you roll a 23 perception, you can see my wink.
No. I don't know what you're doing back there, love, but keep doing it.
Alright, sounds good.
Jupiter, you're up.
Who's even left?
The halfling who is currently laying in a pile of crates.
Can I see the halfling?
Yes.
And
And you are currently invisible.
I'm currently invisible. Okay. I'm just gonna mind Sliver, the halfling, for
Okay.
an intelligence save.
Okay. They got a natural 20.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. I think they're fine then. Yeah. Yeah, they say they're all good. They're not even in half
Okay.
damage. All right.
You're no longer invisible.
That's fine.
Unfortunate.
Ashley, you're
My
up.
halfling is too smart.
It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me.
I run over to the halfling and I try to slice him down the back. Or wizard him down the back.
Wizard him
Okay.
down the
You have advantage because they are prone.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, I also need the con save.
Oh, yep.
Yes. Counterspell him.
That was a failure.
Yeah, it was. 5 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do 2 wizard hits.
Yeah, so your wizard's hits will be at advantage, and if they hit, they're
Right,
criticals.
Okay. This is a 30, the first one.
Mhm.
It's not a
Gross.
nat 20 though, unfortunately. Oh. I keep quacking. Okay, let's see. Oh! Another 30 again.
Okay.
Um,
So, 2 wizard crits.
2 wizard. Is it a wizard crit?
Because they are prone, it is crits.
Oh! Well, the last one is a what's math?
You're gonna wreck
A
this
24.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay, I'm pulling out the calculator for this.
Okay.
So this is all crit.
It's all crit.
I'm gonna vaporize this guy into tomorrow.
Wow.
Get him.
What a
Do those
That's
wizard
a-
spells.
such a powerful spell there, Lovey. That's amazing.
Just screaming and
Wow, you're very good at counterspelling, I have to say.
I'm really good at it.
Counterspelling a spell that hasn't been casted yet so hard that it just wrecks the guy. Insane. Like
Very impressive.
he wasn't even doing anything.
51 points.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
how would you like to counterspell this halfling?
I just go, I'm a wizard! And I run, and I do the bitter necrotic, and I raise my wand up in the air, and it's just ruthless. Like, it's not even, like, epic. It's just, like, up, down, up, down, up, down.
Oh my god.
And there's just, like, blood across my face. I'm gonna cast a shrink on myself and I form into 3 smaller versions, and I'm gonna start just gnawing on the guy.
Oh my god.
Does the trench coat get smaller, or is it you just sink in the trench coat?
I sink in the trench coat and 3 spots. We turn the trench coat sideways so that we can, like, peer through the in-betweens of the buttons.
Oh my
Our
goodness.
big noses come out and we just go.
Okay.
I am a cast mirror image.
Yeah, a mirror image, and I shrunk myself.
Yep. You cast reduce and mirror image. Very talented.
Thank you.
Very
And
impressive.
you are all out of initiative order as you have brutally counterspelled this cultist.
Wow. Well, that was.
Looks like I was kind of right when I kept mistakenly saying cultists. You know?
Yeah. Wow. You're right. You are.
Yes.
This just goes to show the superiority of magic over
Yes.
these normal people.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any? So you said there's like treasure stuff, right?
Yes, there's treasure and supplies that were stolen from the town.
Any rocks?
Make an investigation check.
Of course. Jupiter, I'm using your metal dice. It better not.
Yeah.
You're a wizard. You have high intelligence, so this should be nice and easy.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Super high intelligence. That's a 6 minus 1 for 5.
Okay.
Super yep.
Yeah. So as you look around, you look for rocks. The whole cave is a rock. So.
Oh, lordy. Right.
So of course we're going to be returning all this treasure to the people it was stolen from because we're good human wizards.
Yeah. Yes.
But I may just skim a little bit off the top.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, definitely returning it all, Shay says as she puts like a piece of gold in her pocket.
Yeah.
Obviously, yes.
I choke on my meal and I hack up the rock again.
Is it tiny now or is it
and-
big?
The rock?
Yes.
Oh, it's the same size. It actually, like, am I allowed to ask to make?
Yeah, go
Ask
for it.
Trinity to make
Yeah.
a perception check.
Yeah, you
Trinity,
can do
make a perception check.
I don't like this. That's a 17.
It's shimmering. It's just covered in goop.
Aw.
What? No, hold on. Ashley, exactly what am I looking at right now? Like, exactly. Describe me. Like, is it like a tiny little hand is holding this rock up out of the trench coat? I need you to describe exactly what Scotty is looking at right now. From the dead body to the trench coat to the 3 little snouts to the rock. The whole thing, please. Paint a picture. What am I looking at?
So, this is ridiculous.
I know!
So what you see is you see a trench coat lying on the ground. It looks like Ima is taking a nap, and he's just put his hat over his head and he's sunk into his coat.
Yep.
But you do see, some noses coming out of these, like, spaces in between the buttons on the trench coat, and they're gnawing on, like, the leg of this guy. And then the middle one hacks up a rock that seems to be covered in, like, mucus and goop, but you can kind of see a bit of, like, a very polished glimmer underneath it from the rock.
All right. Hold on. I need to see if I have anything that can clean this stupid thing off before I touch it.
You could work down one of those religious banners.
I mage hand pick it up, and I'm not gonna touch it because that's ooby grooby.
So as your mage hand picks up this rock, the goop starts to slide off of it and like drip onto the ground, and it is a very large diamond.
What? What?
What the hell?
Like the size of a fist.
What?
Sorry.
What?
Ima. Why?
What?
Where did that come from?
What is this? What is going on?
Ima got it from a friend.
Is the offer still... You don't want it still, right?
Ima has no interest in rock.
That's great. My mage hand, like, shakes it really hard to get all the goop off.
The
and
goop
I
just
put it...
splatters everywhere.
Good. And then I put it in one of my pockets. That's, it's pretty lame, but hey, I've got a lot of lame rocks in my pockets. It's got a bunch of friends.
I think your girlfriend will like it.
Yeah, I think she'll like it too. You might be right there. Wow. It's crazy. I have so many questions about you, but I also don't want any of the answers at the same time. Why do you have 3 mouths?
I'm gonna walk over to Shay and just lean over and whisper, I'm beginning to think that Ima might not be a human.
Yeah, it doesn't seem very human-like, I don't think.
It's just you.
Can I perceive that conversation happening?
Make a perception check.
Oh, I don't ask for much. Hold on. My brain needs time to compute, and that's its computing music.
It's like elevator music.
It's a 21.
Okay,
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
you hear them.
I am gonna skitter out in 3 directions.
Oh, what the hell?
What the?
Humans
One
don't do
towards
that.
Bart, one towards Shay, and one towards Scotty Pip.
Hey.
And I'm gonna start shredding up their disguise.
Ah!
Stop it!
No!
She's just like smacking at them.
Yeah, I start like shoving the little kobold, trying to get it off.
I didn't try to step on it. It's still tiny.
No. Ima went to to Scotty Pip.
I didn't try to punch him.
Ima's gonna rage.
No, I'm gonna try to punch him. Try to get off me.
Hold on, let me see what happens.
Should we be rolling initiative?
Not yet.
I just want to see what happens.
Please, Ashley. You're trying to kill Scotty?
You just see flowers popping out of like my nostril and on top of my head
What is
and like on
happening?
my shoulders, and the ground gets very viney and it's hard to move around.
What?
What? Lovey.
This is not normal human behavior.
What are you? I'm trying to punch him in the nose.
You're on difficult.
I'm on difficult terrain. I'm trying to punch you in the face. Fuck, that's a 10. Damn.
You can't touch this.
What is happening?
Can I try and take off all of the, like... I just want to expose all of them.
All of our costumes.
I'll say, since we are reaching the very end, yes, you successfully can tear up costumes, and you all can describe what everyone would see. Yeah, Kai, go for it.
Okay. So the little kobold runs up and starts ripping off my shoes and my handkerchief over my face. And you see that my handkerchief drifts down and reveals a nice long black beak. And my shoes come off and I have bird talons on my feet. And if you look a bit closer now, you can see that my skin is actually very it's got a lot of like pimples, kind of like
Goosebumps.
you know, yeah, goosebumps, almost like what you'd imagine if you plucked a goose.
Wow.
Bart just like starts freaking out and looking around, paranoid. They're gonna find me now.
Okay, Jupiter. What happens as your costume gets ripped up?
All right, so this little kobold gets a hold of my cloak, and it rips off. And in the struggle, shaves, unmasked, just short black hair. And what initially, when you all saw the hood go off, you thought was little like buns, very pointy buns on her head. The hair is kind of fallen away in the struggle, and you see horns on the top of her head, and she has long pointy ears, bright blue eyes, and green skin, very green skin that is not magically induced. And she kind of like covers her ears and like very human, still very human. Yeah.
Ima rips off Scotty's boots, apparently. And Scotty loses about 10 inches. And the coat is just, it's like when a child puts, like when a like toddler puts on their dad's like dress shirt and is like swimming in it. And then you realize the coat is way too big for Scotty. Don't know how you didn't see it before. It's insane. And it's a halfling in a coat it's like a dress around them now.
We're all frauds! Frauds!
So Ashley, describe what your three little blobs are.
There's 3 kobolds running around right now. You guys know Ima, but the other 2 are gonna get ya.
Yeah.
That's
One is gonna,
Thank you, Trinity, for that.
and the other is getcha.
Yeah, there's 3 of them. The first one's Ima, the second is gonna, and the last one's getcha.
Oh my god.
And they seem to be siblings, and Ima's the only one that's actually been doing anything. It's just 3 kobolds. I'm a wild magic barbarian. Or sorry, Ima is a wild magic barbarian.
I'm a wild magic barbarian.
Yeah.
You did that on purpose!
Oh boy. Bart takes out several daggers and goes, "We never have to talk about this. We have to promise never to mention this. Ever again."
Shay like holds a hand up toward and is like, calm down. It's okay.
I'm very calm.
You don't look like it. I think we can all agree. We have a collective secret.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Listen, lovies, it's just that Bethesda likes humans and wizards, and mine's not much of a secret, but she's just so hot. And
It's
Oh.
I didn't know how to get with her. Apparently it was a rock. Could have been a rock the whole time. Now I have a rock, but...
Wait, are
Have
you...
you ever considered... Maybe, there's more fish in the sea? Rather than turning into a human?
I mean, I didn't mind being a human. But the boots kind of hurt all the time, and, like, my legs are really sore. And this jacket's too big and it's too hot, and I really don't like looking at rocks all day long. I suppose you're right. Huh. I have to go get a fishing pole now.
I'm just honestly curious why you've plucked yourself, Bert.
That is a good question.
Well, how am I supposed to pass as a human if I have feathers?
Do they grow back?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
I don't know. I've never been plucked before, so I hope so.
Oh dear.
But to be honest, I don't know that I can ever go back to being a Kenku. I may have to stay as a human wizard for the rest of my life. I'll come clean. I didn't cast blur on myself earlier today. This is a magic cloak that I stole from the mafia.
Oh.
And they're after
Oh
me
no.
now. But they're after a Kenku rogue. They don't know to hunt down a human wizard. So I had to pluck myself, clearly.
Oh my. Now that everything's out in the open, I have to do something. I'm sorry. And she reaches behind herself, and you kind of see like a bump move up her leg, and her tail pops out. She's like, "Oh, that's been so uncomfortable."
Oh, huh. So why are you pretending to be human?
Oh, well, you see, I applied to get into this academy for magic, and they denied me because I'm not a sorcerer or a wizard. So I found someone who had been, and stole their acceptance letter. However, failing to realize that they put your race on there, and so it was a human, and had to pretend I wanted to go to this academy very much. So
Right, so you've been practicing. I see.
Exactly.
And I'm so afraid to ask.
Yeah, yeah. I'm very, very curious though.
What is why?
You're gonna see Getcha like turn and look at you and go, well, it's quite My brother, Ima here, has been gifted with quite strength and magic, unlike anyone else of our kind, and Ima set out, but no one would take a kobold barbarian seriously, isn't that right, Ima?
No one took me seriously.
And then Gunna chimes in and he's like, well, my brother and I decided we were gonna help our brother and make him seem bigger. But then people thought we were a wizard because we were so tiny and skinny. So we rolled with it.
Beautiful. What is... Once again, there's just more questions, but I really don't know if I want the answers. It's wondrous. It's insane.
Really, we are just so good at deception. I really had no inkling that any of you weren't human wizards, Just...
Truly, the first time I suspected was when Ima turned into 3 small dragons.
That is true.
Yeah, that's the first time I had any thought that they might not be a human wizard.
Well, I see that we all have a vested interest in remaining human wizards. So, I say we just go, get our rewards, and then go our own ways.
Yes.
Never to speak again.
None of this ever
We
happened.
never speak of this again.
Now,
All right.
did anybody see any cloaks amongst all of this?
Cloaks?
Well, I'm on her brother shredded our disguises, so.
It's true.
Oh,
Yes.
right, that is
We're
true.
boys.
You guys can easily find stuff in the supplies. Like there was clothing stolen. There was like general goods. There was food. There was money.
Ooh, I'll zhuzh up my look.
Yeah, I grab a
I'm
bunch
gonna
of.
put another hat on top of my wizard
Oh
hat.
my
Perfect.
God.
I grab as many robes and like things as I can and wrap them around my feet and my face so that nobody can tell.
I find 12-inch boots.
Even taller now.
Even taller.
Everybody in Bethesda won't know what happened to her.
Shay just like finds like a simple cloak and like quickly redoes her hair around her horns.
All right. I think with
And we
that,
return the things.
yep. You guys return the supplies. You go to the tavern. You get free drinks, free gold. The tavern keeper finds a bag of rocks, which are pointless now.
Yeah, Lovey, I don't think I need those anymore, but really thanks for getting them for me.
And I believe that is a good point to wrap up our session of Oops All, which is actually Oops Not All.
Whoa.
That is amazing.